Who do you want to come back to OC for season 20? So season 20 is the next season. So do you guys want to see OGs,
Sure.
Tammy Knickerbocker, why can't I think of her name? Vicky. I just blanked. Vicky Gumbelson. I would like to see
Don't
Vicky
let her hear
Gumbelson.
you say that. For
I
crying
know.
out
I would like to
loud.
see Vicky Gumbelson come back. I definitely would
I
like to
would.
see her come back.
I feel like they should bring back Vicky and Gina at least.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 19, Episode number 16, Tulip Service. Yeah, it's all right. It is Amsterdam, Day 2. So I actually thought, which I'm very glad we didn't, I thought we were going to do like the red light district in this episode, but I guess that little bit we got at the end of last episode was all we're getting, and I am so okay with that.
Yeah, I think that's all we're getting. Lord only knows what
Fine.
really happened, and that's totally exactly.
Yeah,
We're
I didn't need
good.
to see it. Yeah, I didn't need to see any of that, right?
Yeah, right.
Shannon is still feeling the effects of the space cakes.
That's why I don't partake, people. It's a 48-hour ride for me that I cannot get off, and I do not enjoy. I enjoy it in the moment, within the first 2-3 hours of doing it, but after that, I'm like, stupid, and I'm stupid for
Hours?
48 hours.
Even
It's
like a little,
ridiculous.
even a little tiny edible? I mean, she had a whole space cake. I mean, that seemed like a lot.
I mean, I definitely have partaken with too much in the past. I don't know. Maybe like a little dab a day. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't like the way it makes me feel the next day. In the moment, Britney Spears out on the dance floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the ladies meet up downstairs in the hotel, and Heather has planned for them to go to the tulip fields. Shannon shows up with one boot on and one boot off. Shannon being Shannon.
I think it's because of her foot ailment, and I'm a little
Yes.
concerned for her, I'll be honest, because
Yeah.
it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Like, I feel like, I mean, production should be involved right now. Hopefully they are, and have some kind of medic look at that foot.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
then you see her in stiletto boots. Like, why
I
would you be
know, like,
wearing stiletto boots when your foot's all banged up?
right. And you're going to a tulip field.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way these women dress to go anywhere is really ridiculous.
It makes no sense, right? So Jenn is wearing a cute little outfit with a floral shirt. Heather is in her all-white dress. Gretchen is wearing the longest pink floral hat, pink floral dress, complete with a hat, which would explain why she brought her hat box, because she's got to have hats for everything. Gina's wearing a navy blue short dress. Gina looked adorable. And Heather says to Gina, I ChatGPT'd our drugs, and we need 3 to 4 milligrams each. I was like, wait, what? So they're doing some sort of mushrooms. Heather has taking edible truffle mushrooms. I was like, okay.
Okay.
Nobody else wanted to partake, just Gina and Heather. I thought it was so funny when Gina said in her confessional, Heather's that friend that my mom absolutely warned me about in high school, and no one
Yeah.
would ever suspect it. I mean, no one would ever suspect it, right?
Yep. Yep.
It is so funny.
Yes, ma'am.
I also noted it was 10:20 a.m. when they were taking the edibles. Emily's wearing a solid blue dress, but her boobs are completely out. I don't get Emily's attire lately. It's not, I don't know.
Think that Emily is just really proud of herself for her weight loss and her fitness, and I think she just likes to put it out there. And you know what? Like, I'm here for that. Like,
Okay.
because she obviously works very hard at the way she looks. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely think she
go
works
right
hard.
ahead.
Yeah.
I don't like it when these women look like they're in pain because their breasts are so constricted and confined.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't necessarily the case here.
No, because they were out. I mean, the girls were
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So then we see they're in the Sprinter van, and Shannon is in the Sprinter van, and she pulls up the back of her dress, like completely pulls it up to show her that that the Spanx is hiding her back fat. I'm like, I sure hope
Talk
she's got
about
a
putting it
brand
all
deal.
out there.
I know. I sure hope she
I
has a brand deal
know.
with Spanx.
Good call. She really should have a brand deal with Spanx.
And I really feel like I wanna tell her, Shannon, and I'm gonna say this too, I really like Shapermint a lot better. So maybe you might wanna try Shapermint if Spanx is not giving you a brand deal. But if Shapermint would like to give us at We Wine Whenever a brand deal, we would
Yeah,
be very
we're
happy
here.
to take it because it is wonderful, a wonderful product. And I don't think you need to wear 2 with Shapermint. I mean, Shannon wears 2. She wears 2
Right.
Spanx. I'm like, "Why are you wearing 2?"
Yeah, why are you wearing 2?
Even on Watch What Happens Live, she said, "I'm wearing 2,
Yeah,
I just like it. I
she
like
said
everything
it.
to be tight." I'm like, "Okay." I think she maybe she needs a corset, because then
But
everything would be tight.
exactly, but if it's that tight, then you're gonna get sick to your stomach. I get very
Yeah.
sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Anyway, you're right. I mean, Shannon puts it all out there for sure. So Tamara's in the Sprinter van with Emily and Gina, and she's saying that last night, she went to the bar with, Jenn and Gretchen and how Gretchen was such a downer. And they show you, like, a quick scene of it. Emily's like, "I don't understand, like, why she, like, just sits at the bar and is, like, kinda creeping on you." I mean, I
So,
didn't think she was a
here's the
downer.
thing. She's not a downer, and when she went out with Heather and Emily, she wasn't a downer, she was having a great time. She's not gonna let loose in front of Tamra. She's not gonna be
No.
throwing shots back and get herself into a vulnerable mindset when Tamra's around.
Right. I
So,
agree.
it's not being a downer, she's being careful, and listen, I'm not a big Gretchen fan either. I'll be honest with you, I heard that next week is the season finale. I really hope that's true. I have
No, it
not
is. They
enjoyed
said it. I
1
think they
minute
said it.
of this season. I think this season was horrible. Whether you like Tamra, dislike Tamra, like Gretchen, dislike Gretchen, this might be one of the worst seasons of Real Housewives of OC I've ever watched. I really feel that way. But anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, Gretchen's not gonna let loose and try to have fun with you, Tamra. You know, you guys have burned each other a million times.
Right. Right.
Well, I can't even believe she went to the bar with her.
Honestly, I couldn't either.
Jen, what a flip-flopper Jen is.
Emily in her confessional says she just wants to get off the Tamara and Gretchen carousel. Listen, I wanna get off it
So get
too,
off. Yeah, me too. So get off,
but
Emily. So stop
Emily,
interjecting.
she perpetuates it. She 100%
100%.
fuels the carousel. 100%.
Right. So get off the
Yeah.
ride, Emily, and then none of us
Yep.
have to watch it.
Exactly. Tamara says, "I feel sorry for Jen because when you're friends with Shannon, you have to obey her rules, and I did it for a long time."
Is that not the pot calling the kettle black?
It is. It really is. I mean,
I mean,
what?
Emily literally said in the beginning of the season she's not making that mistake again with Gretchen
Mhm.
because of how Tamara treated her after the last time she befriended Gretchen. She's such a hypocrite. And
Then they get
Gina said Jen is whoever you tell her to be, and I do agree with that. I don't think Jen knows where she fits with this group, but she wants to be on the show so bad, she's just gonna say what she's gotta say in whatever situation she's in, right?
I kind of agree with that. I do kind of agree with that. I
Yeah.
think this is my take on Jen is that when she first came on, she really thought Tamara was gonna have her back, and she just saw how
Mhm.
Tamara really just, tore her down and really went after her and Ryan and just made her life miserable. And then she watched the same thing happen to Shannon. Tamara made
Yes.
Shannon's life miserable. So
Yep.
I think that Shannon and Jen kinda trauma bonded over
Yeah.
Tamara.
Yes, for
You know,
sure.
I really do, and it just so happens that, she kind of befriended Alexis. I mean, she didn't know her prior to her being on the show, Alexis, so she kind of befriended her, but she didn't know it was gonna go the way it went. I mean, first of all, she didn't go to her wedding. Alexis uninvited her to the wedding. Jen, and Jen went it was her son's graduation, so she wouldn't have gone anyway. So all
She
this
wouldn't
that
have
we're
done it.
talking about right now, like, we know what happened with that whole thing. I do believe that, like I said, I believe that Jen and Shannon, I really do believe that they trauma bonded, and I think that that's actually gonna probably last. I think that is her better friendship to stick with. I do.
Absolutely, for both of them.
Yes,
For
for both of
both
them.
of them.
Yes.
Because look at the way Emily and Tamara are coming after their friendship. Like, they don't
Yes,
want Shannon to have any friends on this show. They want Shannon off the show.
right.
That's how I'm taking it.
No, I
And
agree.
Jen's like collateral damage to them. They're like, who
Right,
cares? Who cares about Jen?
right.
So their best bet, Shannon and Jenn, is to have an alliance, not have an
Stick
alliance, but keep
together,
that
but stick
friendship, stick
together.
together. Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon gets out of the Sprinter van and she's got a stain on the back of her dress because she sat on her blush. Just, I know people all the time, they say it's shtick, it's shtick. It is not shtick. It is who she is. This is who Shannon is.
Like that kind of stuff I don't think is shtick, but I told you with the line dancing when
The
she was falling
dancing.
all over the place, I'm like, all right. I mean, if you're that bad at it, get off the dance floor because you're gonna hurt somebody. But was sitting on the blush and the hair and that stuff I don't think is shtick. I mean, why would anybody purposefully go on camera with their hair like that?
Right.
Right?
No, I agree. And why would anyone sit on their blush intentionally? And that
Exactly.
just and that
Exactly.
just means she was doing her blush in the car.
Right.
Right.
Right. Right. I'm sure that dress she was wearing wasn't cheap and she doesn't want blush stains on it.
So they get to the tulip farm. It's absolutely beautiful. It reminded me of Holland Ridge in Cream Ridge. Have you
Mhm.
ever been there?
No. I've seen pictures, but I've never
I have been there a couple times. It looked exactly like that, but on a much smaller scale. But with the rows and rows of tulips. It's actually I feel like it's breathtaking to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Um, and then while they're there, Shannon is trying to climb onto that fake horse.
She gets up there though.
She does actually get up there. I have no idea how she got up there.
I have no idea either.
And then Gretchen and Jenn are behind her, and I don't know if she was like I don't know if they were whipping her or if they were, like, on it. I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, it was hard to tell.
They did look like they were having fun, though. They were
They
laughing,
did
so
look like they were having fun.
yeah, so I'm there for it.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Gina, Tamara, Heather, and Emily are all talking about how Jenn said that Shannon asked Jenn not to go to Alexis's wedding. Okay, that is not what happened.
Right.
That's not what happened.
Exactly.
And we've had this
Just like
conversation now.
Shannon never said she was throwing Jen a bridal shower lunch.
I know. I
Like,
know.
girls, it's
Right. And just like Jenn never said that she didn't appreciate it. Like, she
exactly.
said she appreciated it. She said she appreciated it. It's nothing that she would have done for herself because it's just, but she absolutely appreciated.
Maybe she didn't understand where it was coming from because the wedding hasn't even been set yet, but doesn't mean that
Right.
she didn't enjoy it and she didn't appreciate it.
Right. And the fact that they are just trying to make it seem like Shannon like mastermind this to get in with Jenn. It's just bullshit. It's
Yes.
just such bullshit. I mean, even on Watch What Happens Live, Shannon said, they're saying like, why would you do this? Why would you have this party for Jenn? Well, why would you have a cake decorating party, Tamara, after you just flipped out at Gretchen at the thing? Like,
Right.
why do we do what we do? This is what we do. We're on a show
Yeah.
together. We plan parties for each other. We do stuff like this. This is what we do.
And again, we said it on a prior podcast. That was the backdrop to them planning the Amsterdam trip.
Yes. It's where it
Just
came
like
out.
on Salt Lake City, when Whitney
The
had
psychic.
Mary and Angie come over to do their preference sheet. That
Right,
was the
right,
backdrop for Angie to say what she read about Bronwyn. Like, this is what you do as housewives. You pretend to have events
right,
so that you can move another thing along.
right. That's what happens.
See, here's the thing. Tamara thinks we're all stupid. Tamara thinks the viewers are stupid. Tamara thinks she's smarter than us. And she's producing the show. And now she's got Emily thinking the same thing. But Tamara doesn't realize that we have been watching this shit for 22 years? 22 years. And we have become quite the experts at it. So we
Well,
could
wait a
write this
second.
shit before you
It's the
even film it.
19th it's the 19th season.
Oh, 19th. That's right. Okay.
We've been
2006. I
watching it.
always think
Yeah.
it's 2003. 2006. 19 years. We are experts and we can write it before you record it, Tamara. You're not
Yes.
smarter than us.
No.
So
No, you're
them
not.
saying like, why did Shannon do that? We know why Shannon did that because it was part of production. It had to be done so you could plan your Amsterdam trip. So move on to something else now, Tam.
Yes, exactly.
And your little employee, Emily.
Mhm. So then they're still at the Tulip farm and they go and they're sitting at picnic tables and Heather is serving them sandwiches. And then Gina asks Jen a question about Alexis's wedding. Now, meanwhile, Gina is high from the
Right.
mushrooms, right?
Right.
From her mushroom dosage. And she's annoying Emily because when she gets high, she just doesn't stop talking. So she starts out with Gina said, somebody said that Shannon asked you not to go. Jen said, Shannon didn't ask me not to go. And Heather said, well, why aren't you going? And Jen said, well, because I care about her feelings. And Shannon said, but I never asked you not to go. And then Heather said, well, that shouldn't force you not to go to a friend's wedding. And it's not like they were that good of friends. It's not like she's known this woman forever.
Right. And why do they care why Jen's not
Exactly.
going?
Exactly.
She doesn't want to go.
Right.
So she doesn't have to go.
Right.
She's a grown-ass woman and can make whatever decision she wants.
So then Emily jumps in and says, well, it's not about the wedding. Are you okay, to Shannon, with Jen being friends with Alexis? I'm just like, come on.
They
Shannon said,
literally just don't want Shannon to have any kind of friendship with anybody on the show.
that's what it is. I mean,
But we're supposed to believe that Tamara and Emily have a genuine friendship. Okay.
yeah. 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 It was just, honestly, it's annoying when they do that. It's hard to watch.
It's definitely hard to watch. And Gina saying to Shannon that she had a really bad year and she could have deserved a party. It's
Right.
like she's giving Kiarna vibes, like starting fake beef with Shannon. Like it's landing very flat. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Really, like Emily was a party planner. If you had a bad year and you want to be mad at somebody for not throwing you a party, be mad at your party planning friend.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know. I just hate when they act this way. And then, then they say that Jen didn't even want the shower. They're calling it a shower. And then poor Shannon's like, you didn't want the shower? And Gina
It's
said,
not even a shower.
it wasn't a shower. Gina's like, well, you said the shower was ridiculous. Jen said, I never said I didn't want the shower. Like, she's like,
And
what are
she
you
never said it
doing?
was ridiculous.
No, she didn't. So Gina says, like, you're taking, this is really what aggravated me. You're taking time out of your day to foster a fake friendship with Jen. I mean, what? Who are you to say whether or not their friendship is real?
Right. Right. And listen, we get it. You and Emily have a real friendship. We get it because we see all the TikToks and we see all the Instagram
Mm-hmm.
posts you guys do. We get it. But again, you're not real friends with Tamara. Emily is not real friends with Tamara. I don't even think Tamara and Heather are real friends. None of them are real friends. They do what they have to do to film on a show to try to stay on it.
Right.
So and I don't think Shannon and Jen are doing that. But even if they were, who are you to judge them for it? You're doing the same damn thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Other than Gina and Emily, because we see the posts and we know you guys are really friends.
Right. So then Emily jumps in and says, well, I feel like the issue here is I see this new friendship forging between the two of you, but there's a lack of communication between Jen and Shannon. How do you know what communication is going on? It's because you and your little minions are behind the scenes spreading rumors and lies.
Yep.
That's
And
what's
they're
happening.
not in control. Like they're
Right.
not in control with what's going
Right.
on. I'll tell you what, like I said before, I could not be more bored with this conversation. It's just, I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I mean, my
They're
favorite part
trying
of it.
to prevent Shannon from having friends on the show.
Yeah, they totally are. They totally are. My favorite part was when Emily got so pissed off at Gina because she interrupted her and she's like, can you, like, can I just finish, please? Like, don't give her any more gummies. Like, she won't
Yeah.
shut the F up. Like, she was really mad. She was really mad.
What?
And she's like, you won't stop. And then Gina's like, I'm sorry, I'll stop. Meanwhile, Tamara's sitting there laughing. She was laughing. And I was like, all right. And in
Yeah.
her
It
confessional,
was painful to watch.
It was. Gina in her confessional says, sometimes you just need your friend to tell you to shut the F up. I mean, I do agree with that.
True.
Sometimes you do.
Yes.
That is what a good friend does, is tell you to shut
Yes.
the F up.
Yeah.
But she was telling her to shut the F up because she thought she could do a better job of pushing her agenda.
Exactly.
And that's what it was about.
Yep.
It's not that she was saying anything that was bad, it's just that she was throwing off her plan to push her
She wasn't
agenda.
getting the narrative out there correctly.
Right, exactly. I thought the next scene was interesting that they're on their way to go to the hot tub tugboats or hot tugboats. I don't know. Hot tub tugboats. Whatever they're called. It did seem a little weird.
It
But
seemed very weird, and I was concerned with Shannon's foot in that water.
yes, yes, I was too. I was too. So it comes out on the way over there that it came out that they had a conversation about Jen's Instagram, how it's mostly Ryan's pictures, and that she should be using her Instagram to make money. And then she starts like talking to Gretchen about it. And Gretchen's like, yeah, I have several streams of income and, some of it's posting for this and doing, this and that. And I like that they were giving her that advice. Like, I think that that's good, solid advice for her. Make your
Yeah,
Instagram
I think
yours.
coming from Gretchen, I think it was I mean, I guess Emily too. I just have a hard time trusting Emily anymore now that she's so close with Tamara,
Yeah,
Because if Tamara were giving her any advice, I would be like, just whatever Tamara tells you to do the opposite, because she does not want anything good for you.
right. No, but I
But
just think
yeah,
it's good, solid advice for her.
yeah. But it is funny how Gina was talking about Jen getting lost financially in her relationship, and now Gina's basically on Team Travis in the real estate business. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just personally didn't think that Gina should have been whatever.
Yeah. And then they cut to the scene where, Gretchen is out in the tulip fields, making content for her post and they're making fun of
Yeah.
her. She's probably selling this hat. The coupon code is here. Okay, so what? So what?
Right. Right.
Why are you making fun of her for that?
Yeah. No,
I mean, it's not
I
like she's
totally
doing
agree with you.
OnlyFans.
Exactly. Exactly. And why would they put Tamara and Gretchen on the same boat? That's just stupid.
Oh my God. Well, they planned it that
Right.
way because
Of
Emily was going to be
course.
the peacemaker. Emily can fix everything because she's so diplomatic.
Right, right, right.
So, what did you think of the hats that Emily gave to each of them?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't read what all of them said. I mean, I thought some of them were cute, but
They were
they were
pretty trashy.
horrible.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
they
read them
were?
all
Okay.
either. They were pretty trashy, though. They were trashy. So Emily puts Gretchen and Tamara together in the same boat, she said, intentionally, because she says this is a last ditch effort for me to try and get them back together. I'm like, what makes you think that you're the one that can do this?
Yeah, well, and why are you trying so hard?
That's it. Why are you trying so hard?
Yeah.
I would think if it would be anyone trying to do it, it would be Heather.
Yeah, because I don't think Emily is a good friend towards Gretchen after what she did with the whole, pajama party night. She
Right.
was pushing, 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 and then she was like, "Gretchen said this." Yeah, well, don't act all, you know, flabbergasted about it now. You're the one who was begging for it that night.
Yeah. Yeah. Shannon is the one operating her boat. She's the one steering her boat. And she's trying to keep her foot out of the water, and I honestly thought she was gonna fall in. I did.
Me too.
Thought she was gonna
Me
fall
too.
in.
Oh, that would have been awful for that foot, quite honestly.
I know, and she
Ugh.
winds up hitting another boat.
My God. She
So
did hit the other.
I don't know if you noticed, why was Heather wearing fluffy earmuffs on the boat?
I don't know, and I didn't exactly know what they were. I think it was to put under the hat to make it look like she had, like, curly hair. I think it was, like, to something to go under the hat to make her look like a something. Because I was like, "What is she wearing?" Like, I thought she was wearing a wig, and then
No,
I
it was
realized it
it
was they
earmuff. It
went
was like
over the hat.
yeah, they were fluffy
Yeah.
earmuffs. I was like, "What is does she have a problem with her ears?" Like, I didn't get it.
I don't know. I have no
Like,
idea.
with her bathing suit. She's got earmuffs on with a bathing suit.
I think that was shtick.
Yeah, I would say so. Like, that made no sense.
No sense.
Shannon's talking about how she crashed John Jansen's boat when she ran into another boat.
And then she crashes again.
I know.
Oh my God.
So Emily's still trying to make peace, and she says, "Tamara, is there anything you'd like to say to Gretchen?" And Tamara says, "No." And then she says, "Gretchen, is there anything you'd like to say to Tamara?" Emily says, "Tamara's opening to listening. She told me." I'm like, "Is
Isn't
she?"
that amazing? Tamara said she's open to listening.
Listening. Yeah.
Fuck all the way off, Tamara.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why they give these housewives so much power.
I know. And honestly, Gretchen says, Emily and I talked in the car, and I know you probably won't be receptive to this, but, I messed up and I feel bad about it. I shouldn't have said what I said that night. And Tamara said, I thought we agreed to stop, like, no more. Emily said, well, I think she's hurt because you had reached that agreement at the beach and, like, then you went back on it. And that's why this is, like, never ending. Like, they just keep going back and forth. They never end it. And then Emily's like, well, I've been friends with her for 3 years and she's never said anything about me. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
And she's full of shit. She's talking about Tamara.
Yes. Yes.
She called you Shrek, Emily. She
Yes.
called you Shrek.
I know. And yeah, like,
She was so one-sided in this, Emily. It was ridiculous. She
yeah.
called you Shrek. I'm sure we talked about that a whole season because of you.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
like we talked the whole season about, Heather fat shaming you.
Mhm. By
And then you
making you
let
bring
your
your
BFF.
jeans.
Right, right. And then you let Tamara fat shame Jenn and didn't hold her accountable, not even the tiniest bit. Emily's the worst. I think she's got to go. Her and Gina. Got to go.
So then I know. Tamara says, "I don't talk about you. You're not relevant." Emily's like, "Well, that doesn't get us anywhere. Like, that's the wrong attitude."
She acts
Emily
like a
says,
2-year-old Tamara.
She absolutely does. She sat there with an attitude, with a chip on her shoulder. Like, she had no intention of receiving anything Gretchen was gonna say. She had
Not
no
at
intention of
all.
receiving it.
Nope. Not at all.
But then Gretchen once again tries again. She's like, because Emily says, like, "I think, Gretchen, you need to recognize your part in it." And so Gretchen's like,
She
"Okay,
just did.
I
She
know,
just
I know,
did.
I know." So they kind of agree that they're gonna move forward, but
They're
I
not.
don't think so. No. I don't no, they're definitely not.
And honestly, like, I'm over it. I'm over it. Tamara's like, I think that would totally help. Like Emily says, Gretchen will look at her own behavior, but that's the time when Tamara should have said the same thing. And she doesn't. She doesn't. She doesn't think
Right.
she's done anything wrong.
Right. Right. And as soon as Tamara gets off the boat, she goes up to Jen and says, "Oh, I just got this headline from iHeart. They want us to talk about it on the podcast. It says that you're ordered to pay 6 figures in back rent for your yoga studio. Is that true?" And Jen's like, "Well, that's old. That was from, that was a year ago." So of course, then she gets in the sprinter van and starts talking about that.
Yep. She's just, because nobody in her family likes her. They won't let her talk about them. She's got nothing to share from her own life, Tamara. We
Yeah.
saw last week her own husband isn't really a big fan of hers. She's got nothing going on. So this is what she's going to do. She's going to bring up shit. I'm so tired of housewives not sharing their own lives and just constantly bringing up shit about other people. She does it. Giselle does it. I just, it's like, come on.
And it's the
If
same
you don't
thing
have any,
over and over.
yes, if you don't have anything to share, get off the show. Get off the show.
So Shannon, when Tamara's telling her about the reality blurb article, Shannon's like, "Is that true?" And Tamara said, "Yeah." She said, "It's true." And Emily said, "This is why I'm really concerned about her. She really has, setting up her Instagram properly. She really has big girl issues." Come
They
on.
don't give a shit about Jen. They don't care about her. They really need to stop acting like they care about her.
Even Tamara in her confessional said, "I feel like instead of wrapping up all your time with Ryan, maybe go to school and get a job. You'd be much better off 5 years into this." You're telling her? You are telling her. Okay. I mean,
Oh my God.
did she even graduate high school, Tamara? Did she
I don't
finish
think
high
she did.
school?
I don't think
Right.
she did.
And she's telling her this.
Right. And listen, good for you. You have a successful business, a successful THC business. Great. Good for you. CBD or THC? THC,
Both.
right?
It's both.
But so if you didn't graduate high school, you certainly surely turned it around. But listen, and Jen can do the same thing. She could do the same thing. What Jen does have that Tamara did not is a shitty ex-husband who won't fucking pay her because he's so dick hurt still that she cheated on him and she's living happily ever after with the guy she cheated on him. So Tamara did not have that because Simon was a stand-up guy, even though she wanted us to believe that he was a piece of shit. He
Mhm.
paid for his children, and Tamara never wanted for anything. Jen's ex is not doing that. He's not
Right.
paying her what he's supposed to be paying her.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
So, you know, the guy needs to fucking get over it already and do the right thing by your kids and pay some child support.
Yeah, exactly. So then they get back to the hotel. Jen calls Ryan. Her hat said throat goat.
What does
That's
that
the
mean?
that's the hat that Emily gave Jen. So obnoxious.
Yeah, that is kind of gross.
Shannon tells Adeline that she can't walk. She might have to get her toe amputated. Adeline tells her maybe she should get some weed and she won't feel so bad. And Shannon said, well, she had a space cake and now she's not, now she's going to be stoned for 2 years.
Yeah, and she's saying that she's going to have her toe amputated, but she's wearing stiletto boots. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Put some comfortable shoes on. Listen, I love a stiletto heel too. With my knees lately, I can't do that. You have to be sensible.
Emily calls up Luke and leaves him a message, which I thought was nice. Heather calls Terry and they're talking about Ace's game, and Terry's going to sit in the bleachers. I guess this is something new for him. I mean, I don't know. I don't
He's
know.
like, can you believe I'm going to sit in the
In the
bleachers?
bleachers?
Where else are you going to sit?
Right. Exactly. So it's time for dinner and they're all downstairs and Jen and Gretchen are missing. Then Jen shows up and she's like, I don't know if Gretchen's going to come. She said go without her. She may meet us there later. She's very emotional. Of
And
course, Tamara
Tamara's
had a
like,
problem with
about
that.
what? Yeah,
Yeah.
about what?
I thought the place they went to for dinner was weird. It was like this open marketplace where I mean, Heather got a hot dog and onion rings. Fancy
Yeah,
pants.
and then they like met in like a
Yeah, it was like a food
common
court.
area. Yeah, it was like a food court. Yeah,
Yeah. Jen and Shannon are dancing around, like doing shenanigans in the market. Again, having
I
fun.
know. They better not let the other lady see that.
I know. And then they go to the bar and they're trying to order the porn star martinis. Like, that was funny. I don't know what the porn
It's
star
funny,
martini is, but I like it.
right?
So then they all get back together. All the ladies are back together. And Tamara's like, well, do you think she talked to Slade? And Heather's like, yeah, when you're emotional, don't you call your husband? Of course she talked to Slade. I mean, who,
Who else would she call?
right. Well, it's so stupid.
Mm-hmm. And she did call Slade.
Yeah. Tamara says, well, do you think it was performative? I don't think it was performative what she did. I
No,
don't.
I think that Gretchen at this point, and again, I'm not a big Gretchen fan, but I think
No.
at this point she's like, it's either I swallow shit and agree to move on with Tamara, or I'm going to basically get tortured for the rest of this season by this woman. Those are my two options because Tamara's not giving an inch. She's not giving an inch. And she can sit back and say she's not done anything, but we've all seen it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the whole, you know, naked wasted thing, Tamara brought that out.
Yes. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
And with that, Katie is no longer filming, but now she's behind the scenes with Katie, BFFs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think we're going to see a lot more of that conversation that she and Katie had at that bar or wherever they met? I mean, we literally saw a couple of minutes of that.
Yeah. I would hope so. I mean, we've got to see more. We've got to see
Mhm.
something else, right?
At least the Slade and Matt conversation. Well, Gretchen showed up 2 hours late.
2 hours late. Gina asked her if she's okay, and she said, yeah, she's okay.
Emily asked her, like, what happened between the hot tub and now? And Gretchen says she was hoping Tamara would apologize. And clearly that's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. And Shannon said, well, in her defense, in Gretchen's defense, like, she knows what that's like. She's been in that position with Tamara and was waiting for the apology. But now she's a year and a half later, she knows that she's never going to get what she needs. So she set these boundaries. And she knows that that's
Good
where
for her.
Gretchen, yes, that's what Gretchen needs to do because she's never going to get what she needs.
Never,
She's not.
ever, ever, ever. And Tamara had the worst stank look on her face, right? She just looked so, I don't know.
And then they bring up the
So
whole
then,
12 years. I feel like Gretchen said, you feel like I've been bashing you for 12 years and I'm sorry for that. Tamara said, yeah. And we talked about that earlier. It's
yeah,
just
like
like,
she's not budging.
right.
And again, who gives Tamara the power? Who's giving Tamara the power? Just like Alexia in Miami thinks she's got all the power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Enough. Teresa on New Jersey. Fuck all of you. It's an ensemble cast. And if you
Right.
can't play nice in the sandbox, get out of the sandbox.
That's it.
That's it. Stop trying to get other people out of the sandbox who are actually doing their job and actually bringing stuff from their own life into the show.
I agree. Then supposedly, this is what I don't understand. So then we see Amsterdam day 3. Emily and Gina are talking the next morning and saying the whole thing last night with Gretchen is so much. Emily said, I do find her endearing and the fact that she's able to look at herself. But Gina said, I like the person who's in front of me, but then I see the posts that Gretchen likes. So what is it that Gretchen is liking?
From what I'm reading and hearing, I
Okay.
believe that it is some anti LGB. I don't say it right every time, so I don't want to offend
LGBTQ plus
anyone.
IA. I got it.
Thank you. Its
Okay.
posts are anti that Gretchen is liking, I guess because of her faith, which I don't buy into that because I'm Catholic and I am very pro LGBT.
Yes. TQ plus IA.
Thank you. So that's what I'm gathering from what I'm reading and from what I'm hearing, and because they said, "Oh, Heather's not gonna like that."
I know that they said Heather's not going to like that. And that's what I was wondering about. But that doesn't add up because, I mean, Heather's the one who said that said that her and Slade weren't going to get married until everyone could get married. And she's always been a
I
supporter.
agree
She's
with you,
never,
a
I've,
supporter,
n-
yeah, I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
You're right, it doesn't add up.
it doesn't.
Or the post was about Heather, something derogatory about Heather, and she liked it, but I don't think so. And listen, at least Emily said the info is coming from Tamra, and I believe Gretchen is innocent until proven guilty. Thank
Right,
God she said that.
right. Consider the source.
Consider the source, yeah. So I don't know. From what again, from what I've read and heard, I think that's what it was. It was maybe like some homophobic content on social media, and Gretchen liked it. But you're right, that doesn't add up because of, her past. Like, we've seen things from her past that would
Yeah.
contradict that. So we'll
Yeah. I
see.
don't
We'll
believe
see what
it.
it was.
I really don't believe it.
Yeah.
Emily says that she should be given the opportunity to explain or express, like what
Yeah.
her thoughts were. And then they do say that the season finale is next. So it was announced at the end of this episode.
Thank God.
Yes.
Horrible season. Horrible,
Yeah.
horrible season. But
Uh,
I don't know how they bounce back from this. Because listen, I would say reboot, but New York sucks. So I think Housewives is just getting played out. It's just played out because they're not choosing good housewives. They're choosing women who want to be on the housewives shows. They're not choosing women who actually have like a Bozma on
mhm.
Beverly Hills. Beautiful addition to the show. This woman is so incredibly accomplished. She has a great daughter, a great relationship with her daughter. Her daughter is choosing to be on camera. Like these are the types of women we want to see on this show. Not the Tamra who thinks she's going to stir the pot to stay on the show.
Right.
What why has it become this?
No, it doesn't need to be like this. And as a matter of fact, Garcelle also said that she was not a fan of Bosma's either, which I was
Yeah, I was
surprised to hear.
surprised. I was surprised to hear that too. But, if you'll recall, I think Bose went for Sutton a little bit. And I personally felt like that was a little bit on behalf of Kyle. And, at the time, Garcelle and Sutton were very close. So I
Mhm.
think maybe that's where that maybe stems from.
Could
But,
be.
we even said this about New York with the reboot. I said it sucked, and I stand by that. But here's the thing. Those women didn't suck. Those women actually had, you know, look at Sai. Like, she's an extremely successful influencer. She's doing something that people strive to do right now who can't do it. She's doing it and making a shit ton of money at it, and God bless her for it. She's very interesting. Uba coming over from where these women were interesting, but the producers pushed them more into a cat fight situation, and
Yeah.
it didn't land. It didn't land.
It didn't land.
But
I
they
mean,
had quality housewives on the show.
They definitely did. Cy was on Jeff Lewis, not too long ago, and she was talking about, she moved. She's not in Brooklyn anymore. She moved.
Really?
Yeah, she's in downtown. She's downtown in a financial district. She's in Manhattan in the financial district. And, she was talking about that, and I would love to see I always liked Cy. I would like to see Cy back. I really would. I would like to see her back. I would like to see Erin back. I liked Erin. I would like to see Erin back.
I did not like Erin.
I know
I
you
don't know
didn't.
what it was about. I just think Erin was a mean girl. And I think Sai, the first season she was on with Erin, acted like a mean girl alongside her. And then second season, Sai was like, "Oh, you know what? That's not who I wanna be anymore." So and I thought we saw, like, a much nicer side of Sai the second season. But I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see. Obviously, a lot of this is production and what they're telling these women to do, and they're steering the direction of the show.
No, they definitely are. They definitely
But
are.
I don't know what they're gonna do with OC because it's not good. This was a terrible season, I thought, my personal opinion.
I agree. So on Watch What Happens Live was Garcelle and Shannon. Andy said to her fresh off the reunion, like, "What do you have to say?" And she said, "Well, I usually walk away and say I should have said this or that." She's like, "I feel like I said everything I needed to say," which I thought
Yeah,
was good. I was glad to
very
hear
good,
that.
very
And then
good.
the number one question for her was, Tamara is well known for rage, regret, and repeat. Do you think you could ever trust her again? And she's like, "No, I won't." She's like, I've come to a good place with her. I can film with her. I can laugh, but I won't trust her again. I don't blame her. I wouldn't trust her
She
either."
said, "I'll never be close friends with Tamara again, and that's me making a healthy choice."
Yeah.
And she's 100% correct.
I love
And
that Boston Rob was behind the bar.
yeah, yeah, he's from Traders, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching that when it comes on. I guess I should watch a prior season to
You
see
should watch
how the game is
last season.
played.
Yes, because
Okay.
Dorinda's coming back, and she was
Yeah,
on it
that's
the last season.
yeah,
Oh, what else does what's your friendship? She said Garcelle said her friendship is completely over.
with Sutton.
And yeah, with Sutton.
Yeah. What did she say about Kyle?
She would talk to Kyle, or she has talked to Kyle. I don't know if it was she would or she has.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't think she had a problem with Kyle,
Which
which
is
is
funny because
interesting.
when she first came on the
She
show, she
did.
did, right? She was the only one she
Yes.
did actually have a problem with. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Wait, that's what I wrote. She said she reconnected. Maybe. She would maybe reconnect with Kyle.
Okay. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, we
She said
haven't seen a season without her yet, right? That was the last reunion that she quit.
yep.
Okay.
Her biggest regret about her time in the show was her son Jax getting hurt, which I don't blame her.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't just that scene with Erica. It was what was
Yeah.
happening to him on social media. My God, that was
Yeah.
horrible.
It was
And to
horrible.
know that basically you were responsible for that because had you not been on the show, this never would have happened. It's
Mhm.
horrible for a mother to have to bear that.
Mhm. Andy asked Shannon if she's closing the door on a friendship with Katie Janela, and her answer was, "I'm on a housewife show with her, so I say never."
I
That's
really
the right
like
answer.
that she said that because she's not giving any indication that Katie was not asked back. She's not giving any indication about anything about casting when she says that. I really thought that was a good answer.
Mhm. Andy asked, "Are you closing the doors on reconciling with Trace Amigos?" And she said, "Yeah, that's not possible."
Yeah, it's just not.
"Are you closing the door with ever becoming friendly with Alexis and John?" She's like, "Well, I did pay him the money that I didn't owe him. I'm gonna say, yes, I'm closing that door."
But she did say, like, a couple of times, she said, like, "Listen, that was 2 years ago. I
Yes.
wish them all the best."
Yep.
Like, to keep trying to rehash things with them, like, she's like, I'm over it. It was 2 years ago." And I think she did say she was dating someone, didn't she?
No, nobody specific, but, she's
Okay.
open. She's open to it. The
Yeah.
door is closed for Earl the Pearl, though.
Yes, she did say that.
Yes.
She did say that.
I wonder if Earl the Pearl is dating Galena from McBee Dynasty.
I am getting the impression, and this is just my thoughts, but I'm getting the impression that Earl the Pearl just wanted to be on TV and wants to have. I think that that's why Shannon probably put the kibosh on whatever relationship they had. He probably just wanted that limelight. He wanted his 15 minutes. And
Yeah,
clearly
it's
Galena
possible.
wants her 15 minutes. Galena's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, she's really out and about in the Bravo world, but I guess Steven Jr. is too, because that guy, he likes his limelight too, obviously.
Yeah. I'm actually really looking forward to BravoCon, not that we're going, but I'm really
Right.
looking forward to all the content we're gonna be able to get. I'm sure Peacock is gonna be streaming it like they did last year, or
Yeah.
no, the year
Yeah.
before. So, I watch what happens lives.
Yeah. We'll get to see them.
Yeah, it's gonna be here before we know it.
I know.
I think we should put that on our vision board that we need to go next year. If they have it next year, they might be doing every other year.
Well, our friends at Husbands Watching Housewives told us that a lot of the panels are like below deck people. Like there wasn't as much housewives things as they anticipated. So I don't know. I feel like tides are turning with the housewives shows. I guess
Mm.
we have to wait and see. But I mean, just them doing, the wife swap. Like I feel like they're trying to branch out. And I think they should branch out because,
Like yeah, I agree.
like we said, I mean, the ones that they're casting are just, thirsty. They're just thirsty. They just want to be, they're Jen Fesslers. They just wanna be on TV.
Jen Fessler was on Jeff Lewis too. My gosh, it was so funny. Who was she on with?
I have a hard
I
time
can't
listening to her. By
she
the
was
way, I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I don't wanna forget this again. So I'm rewatching Jersey. Now I'm on season 9. But Siggy, remember when Siggy had the party where she, like, embarrassed Melissa about the cake? And she was like, "That's all I ever wanted." And she lays
Yeah,
on the floor. "That's all I ever
yeah,
wanted." Jen Fessler was at that party. I think Jen Fessler met Margaret through Siggy. Well,
it could
maybe
be.
not, but I think that's how long ago Margaret knows Jen Fessler. That was not season 6, season 7. Season 7 or
You just said season 8. You said you were watching season 8.
it was season 8 because I'm on season 9 and this is the first one without Siggy and that happened her second season. Okay, yeah, season 8. Jen Fessler was at that party where she lays on the floor and embarrasses Melissa.
So, one of the things she was talking about on Jeff Lewis is, she used to be the ambassador for the American Dream Mall in New Jersey.
I did not know.
You didn't know that? Oh my gosh, I would see commercials for her, and I would see her on social media, like, talking
How'd she
about the
get that
American Dream Mall.
gig?
I have no idea, but she got fired because every time she would go on Jeff Lewis, he would ask her questions about the American Dream Mall, and she didn't have any of the answers.
Wait, after she was a housewife, she became the well, she was never a
Yes.
housewife, a friend of? That's how she
Yes.
got the gig.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes,
okay.
yes, yes. And she's
And
like,
they
"It was a v"
fired her?
they fired her. She's like, "It was a very good paying gig. We are not on speaking terms," and she's very mad at Jeff. I don't know if that was, like, a stick or not, but it seemed pretty true.
That's pretty funny.
Wait, who was she on with? She was on with Tom Arnold. Oh my gosh, she was on with Tom
I
Arnold.
might listen to that because I like him.
Yeah, she was on with Tom Arnold, and Tom Arnold was really, like, giving her he was, like, giving her a hard time, but he was playing with her. It was actually enjoyable to listen to.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll listen to that. I haven't listened to Heather McDonald in a while.
I have. I don't listen to all of her episodes, but if I see somebody good is on, I will listen to it.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Jen Fessler did say that she no longer has the podcast Two Jersey Jays, but she has the podcast with Gia, the one about rushing, like sorority
What?
rushing. Yeah. It's part of
How
it's
much can
on
you
it's
talk about that?
I have no idea. I won't listen to it. And then she has another podcast. I don't know what the other podcast
Well, she's
is.
not gonna do a podcast with Jackie anymore because Jackie tried to start that fake beef with her at the Reality Tea Awards. Remember? Oh my god, that was so funny when Lori and I saw her. And Lori's like, "You follow us, don't you?"
That's so funny. It's just so
And
it's
I'm behind
classic
her like
Lori.
this. "We don't care about her. Let's fucking go get that cigarette." Yeah, so that's weird. She's got a podcast with Gia.
Yeah.
I mean, how much can you talk about sorority? Well, I guess you can. I guess you can. Wait, so does Gia not have hers anymore?
No, Gia still has hers.
Okay, because I mean, I'm not a Gia fan, but I know people seem to like her podcast.
I am a Gia fan now. I
I
actually am a
know
Gia
because of
fan.
special forces. I
I am a
know.
Gia fan. Well, between that and Next Gen, I mean, actually, I'm a huge Ariana fan because of Next Gen.
I can't
Speaking of
believe her and her
which,
boyfriend broke up, huh?
I know, I know. Supposedly he was cheating on her.
Oh, I didn't hear
Yes,
that.
yes. Supposedly he was cheating on her.
Well, that's terrible.
I know, I know, I know. But then they
Yeah,
were
well,
saying
sure.
that was just for a storyline. I don't believe that. I don't believe that she would do that. I don't get that from her.
I hope not, but she is Kim Zolciak's daughter, remember
Yeah,
that.
but I know, but she's stand up. Like,
I know,
she
she's not
called out
like
her
her,
mother.
right?
She's not like her mother. Was Speaking of her mother, did you see her mother was named in a $100 million divorce?
Yeah,
Okay, you
and
go
Croy
get your
issued
bag.
a warning to that guy.
Yep.
She's gonna suck you dry with her gambling.
Mhm.
I see it every day, people. Stay away from the gambling, especially the online.
Well, yeah.
No
It'll
bueno.
get you. It'll get you.
Yep, yep.
Here's a question. Who do you want to come back to OC for season 20? So season 20 is the next season. So do you guys want to see like some OGs, like some Gina
Tammy
Kia,
Knickerbocker.
Tammy Knickerbocker, Joe? Like who do you guys want to see come back? Or
I
do
think we
you want
think we saw
I'm just
Joe
throwing
enough this season.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just throwing names out there. Or do you want to see Gretchen, not Gretchen. Why can't I think of her name? Vicky. I just blanked. Vicky Gumbelson. I would like to see
Don't
Vicky
let her hear
Gumbelson.
you say that for
I
crying
know, I
out
know. I would like to
loud.
see Vicky Gumbelson come back. I definitely would
I
like to
would
see her come back
I feel like they should bring back Vicky and Gina at least.
for season 20.
Yeah. At
Okay.
least some cameos.
Yes, yes. So let us know what you guys think. Who do you think should come back to the OC for season 20?
Yep. Good question.
Until
All right.
next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.